Hello everyone, I wanted to talk about another Star Wars Expanded Universe contradiction. This one's kind of interesting. It's one that was technically never resolved by Lucasfilm. And it's one of the contradictions that's listed in the Essential Reader Guide, the Essential Reader's Companion by Pablo Hidalgo. And this has to do with a character's death from the Darth Bane trilogy and Jedi vs. Sith. Particularly the death of Githany. For those of you who don't know, Githany was kind of like Darth Bane's girlfriend in a way. So, originally in the comic Jedi vs. Sith, which came out first in 2001, there was this Sith superweapon or ritual called the Thought Bomb. And what it does is that it essentially when it's detonated, it sucks the life force out of like all force sensitives within a certain radius of the blast. Now in the comic, Githany survives the Thought Bomb. Essentially, when Darth Bane comes to see the remnants of the Thought Bomb and all the people trapped inside, Githany survives it, and this is a scene that just really creeped the fuck out of me, and it gives me nightmares. Even till this day, it gave me nightmares as a kid. Because I read this in elementary school, and I don't want to ever see Skeleton Githany ever again, but she's like this really shriveled corpse thing, and one of her eyes is missing, and she still has hair on her head, and it's really creepy. I mean, I just I don't want to ever look at that again. And so Githany emerges from a crevice, and she basically begs Darth Bane to make her his apprentice. And she's like,
Bane, I was stronger than the Thought Bomb, just like you. I will be your apprentice, and together we will rule the...
And then she falls apart. Sorry, it's hard on my voice. Yeah, she falls apart, and then Bane picks up her skull and was like, she never really understood the dark side. And you know, what really disappointed me is they left that out in the book. In the Darth Bane book. In the Darth Bane book, both, Path of Destruction and Rule of Two, Githany just instantly dies in the Thought Bomb. She instantly turns to a skeleton and instantly dies. She never talks to Darth Bane. Now, I kind of do, even though I don't really like that scene in the comic because it creeps me the fuck out, I kind of do like it because it gives some closure between Bane and Githany. And I would have loved to see that scene in the novel, so we could see Darth Bane's perspective of that and his thoughts when all that's happening. And it would give great closure between Bane and Githany. But I digress. So how would I explain this? This is going to be kind of tricky. One way you could look at it is the Jedi vs. Sith comic could be, from a different point of view. Like maybe from the point of view of Darovit. Maybe because, he did touch the Thought Bomb. And it made him go mad. And he was also in a lot of... He was going crazy over, losing his hand. When he tried to challenge Bane. So maybe he imagined that in all his hysteria, but I think how Lucasfilm might have resolved this is that they just said, "Oh, the novel overrides it," but honestly, that's not satisfying enough for me. In my headcanon, the Githany scene where Githany was that creepy skeleton still alive. In my headcanon, that did happen. So I don't know. Either, it could be from a different point of view, or depending on which one you could prefer, you could use headcanon, but I don't know. Let me see if I can think of anything else. I can't really think of anything else, because this is, again, a really hard contradiction to fix. So, to anyone out there, how would you resolve this issue? Let me know in the comments. I would like to hear your thoughts, and have a good day, people, and I'll see you around, and a good evening wherever you are. See ya.